So yeah, so today we're going to be walking through some practice questions. I'm going to be walking through them with you in case you don't like to read. And also, I'm also using this as practice for my exam and also for practice for me being able to be able to be good with creating content in YouTube and also practicing with you with the yeah. Let's go. Let's go straight into it. Let's not make too much talking. You'll see my face later on in the videos when continue posting. This is one of my first videos. So yeah, this is I got this from online AWS Cloud Practitioner Practice Question DCT PDF. Yeah, it's really relatively simple. It's one of this, AWS is certified, I would say. Yeah, can you see certified? They give you signature, so that's how you know it's certified. But I mean, they're also good questions to work with if you don't really have any questions to work with and you just wanna, go through with it. Like you just wanna watch something that you can learn from. Yeah, this is it. But you will see my faces later on the video after my exam. I'm just doing this one. So let's go straight into the video. So set one of questions. Question one. Uh, I don't read the question the answer. I just wait. What? There is no Give me a sec. I don't know. Yeah. So let's do practice question and answer because we can see the answer both there. What advantages does a database administrator obtain by using an Amazon relational database service? I don't. What advantage does a database I think it's four. Number four, yeah, I'm correct. Number two, a cloud practitioner requires point-in-time recovery on Amazon DynamoDB. Who is responsible for configuring and performing backups? I think the customer is responsible, and the AWS is responsible for performing backup because yes, because customer is to configure the DynamoDB definitely, and backups are for the AWS because they are the one that of the service because customer is of the service and then AWS is in no sorry customer is in the service, AWS is of the service. So it's number two, which is correct. Number three, a large company is interested in avoiding long-term contract and moving from fixed cost of available cost. What is the value position of an AWS of the I'm sorry, I'm a little tired. What is the value proportions of AWS for this complaint? I think it's pay as we go, which is also correct. Number four, we jump right into it. The company needs to determine total cost of ownership for a workload that requires physical isolation. Which hosting model should be accounted for? For physical isolation, I would say, wait, for a workload that requires physical isolation. Which hosting model should be accounted? I would say dedicated, which is correct. Yeah, I'm right. I'm getting these questions. Hopefully, I get this in the exam. Okay, which task can the user complete using the AWS cost management tool? Which task can a user complete using the AWS cost management tool? Select tool, automatically terminate AWS resources if budget threshold exceeded, break down AWS cost by day, service and linked AWS account, create budget and receive notification if wait, break down uh yeah, this one looks correct. Create budget and receive notification if the if current forecast. I don't know. But I think number two is correct. And number three. Let's say number two and number three. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, it is correct. Okay. We can even see it here. Breakdown. The AWS core includes service tools and resources to organize and track cost and usage of data, enhance control through consolidation, billing, and access permission. enable better planning through budgeting and forecast, which makes sense. So cost management helps with forecasting cost and all that. Man, sometimes I don't understand the difference between the cost management tool and the cost explorer. Like, bro, they literally almost do the same thing. I know that they are different, but like I don't really see the difference. Sometimes they ask me a question, I'm like, bro, I'm so confused. Like if they put cost explorer and what's it called? Cost explorer and cost management tool together in a question, my brain crashes. But yeah, man, those are tough questions for me. Which of the following AWS service are compute services? Batch is definitely a compute service because you always run batch part. Like I don't know, it just makes sense to me sometimes. Yeah, I'm gonna make some videos when I do the exam of how to pass the exam. I'm gonna make like deep dive into it. I'm not really a good cloud practitioner yet, I would say. I'm good, like that's why I'm doing the exam, but I'm not. I'm learning, Every day you learn. So when I'm done with the exam, I'll start to make videos of it so we can all learn together. Hopefully, I pass this exam. It looks pretty neat, but let's see. But I know Batch is part of the AWS Compute Service, and CloudTrade is not a compute service. It's just for and then Beanstalk may be a complete service, but I'm not sure. EFX is not a complete service. It's just for file service. Yeah, Elastic File Services or system. I don't know, but it's Elastic File Service or system. I don't know. Amazon is not a service. It's not a complete service. Amazon Inspector is not. Amazon Inspector and this one they are almost the same. So it's only Batch and Beanstalk that I see, which is correct. Yeah, it's correct. Which design physical are enabled by the AWS cloud to improve the operational of work operation. Sorry. Oh my god. I just read questions really fast and just pick like the most important word. That's how I really um I'm time efficient with my questions. I just pick the most important words like design principles, enable AWS cloud to improve operational of workload. I don't I pick the nouns. So which design principle enables use AWS Cloud to improve operational workload? Uh, Loose coupling, minimize platform design. I don't think that's correct. Loose coupling, customized hardware. That's not true. Uh, Remove single point of failure. Yeah, 1 and 4. 2 and 4, sorry. I said one. Why would I say one? Like, bro, I just said one is not, but yeah, it's a mistake. It's 2 and 4. A user is planning to launch 3 EC2 instances behind a single elastic load balancer. The deployment should be highly available. Um, Planning to launch 3 EC2 instances behind an ELB. Launch distance across multiple availabilities on a single AWS environment. Launch distance as EC2 spot instance in the same AWS. I would say launch distance across multiple availabilities in a single AWS region because Elastic Load Balancer, I think they will work only in regions, only in one region. Like you cannot have multiple regions of ELBs, like one ELB that runs in multiple regions. No, you cannot have that. So but you can have an elastic load balancer that runs in multiple availability zone in a region. Yeah, don't make it go over your head, but it's quite, the more you practice, the more you get better with it. I'm not, yeah, I'm scared. Which research issue the new user on AWS used to get help deploying? I'll say AWS config. I didn't know this answer before until I've done like about 2,000 questions because I'm a slow learner and I learn really, really slow. I need to practice and practice and practice. So, yeah, a company needs to publish messages to 1,000 of subscribers sorry, simultaneously using a push mechanism. Which AWS service should the company use to publish messages of 1,000? To publish messages is definitely the three, because SNS is for notification. One notification is messages. Someone send you a message is a notification. That's the why they are used. But I know the answer. But like you can also use your head just to pick like notification, subscribers, messages. They all go together, so it should be three. That's a good question answer. Yeah, number four. Number four, I said. Number 11. A company uses Amazon EC2 instances to run applications that are dedicated to different departments. The company needs to break out the host of this application and allocate them to the relative department. The EC2 instance run in a single VPC. How can the company achieve this requirement? It runs in a single VPC. I would say they should enable billing access for IAM users and view the cost in Cost Explorer. Uh, Create tags by department on, yeah, I would say create tags because that's always the way out for different departments and stuff like that. Just create tags so you can know, okay, this is this department, this is that. I don't know. That's always the way out for those things. A company is launching a new website which is expected to have highly variable level of traffic. The, I don't know why I'm having a problem with like the words that are so obvious. Variable is a word that I use a lot in Java, so I don't know why I have problem with saying that, but because I use it too much, then I just forget it. But yeah, a company is launching a new website which is expected to have highly variable level of traffic. The website will run on Amazon EC2 and must be highly available. Um, so expected to run to have high level of traffic. So if it's gonna have high level of traffic, these two are not looking good. Well, auto scaling looks good to me. Actually, I said because EC2 auto scaling group and ELB, they are all, yeah, it's number two. Number 14. Yeah, eight. I didn't even know the answer. I just, yeah, his answer is two. Yeah, I'm correct. I just knew that was the answer. I didn't even check the answer. Which of the following statements best describes the concept of agility? Agility in cloud. This is fast. Anything fast, quick. Uh, the ability to automatically scale. That's not correct. Quick, speed. The speed at which, no, that's not correct. Speed at which AWS resources can be created. Yeah. So three have say three, five and two, two and five. Yeah, correct. A company runs a batch job on an Amazon EC2 instance and it takes 6 hours to complete. The workload is expected to double in volume each month with a proportion increase in processing time. Company runs a batch job on an Amazon EC2 instance and it takes 6 hours to complete. The workload is expected to double in volume each month. Uh, Run batch jobs on a larger Amazon EC2 type with more CPU. Change the Amazon EC2 type to provision, no. Run the application on a bare metal, no. Run the batch workload in parallel across multiple Amazon EC2. I'll tweak number 4, but I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, we're correct. Uh, Scaling, uh, horizontal scaling, because the more low workload, the more this, well, I don't know. I think that's, yeah, it just makes sense. That's cool. Number 16. I'm getting everything right for some reason. I don't know why. But let's see how long we can get everything right. And probably because I've seen some of these questions that look similar in other questions. I just hope I don't crash in the exam. Or this thing always happened to me. I don't know if it happens to other people, but like I I get to the exam and I just crash. Like I'm like, bro, I know this answer, I know these things, but like, why couldn't I pass it in the exam? Because I don't know. I just have that fear in the exam hall. I don't know why. It always happens to me in school. Any exam I go, if there are exams that I overread for, I just get, I don't know. I just look focused. I don't know what happens. Let's go to number 16 quick. An individual IEM user must be granted access to an Amazon S3 bucket using a bucket policy which eliminates which which element in the S3 bucket policy should be updated to define the user's account for which access will be granted. I'm gonna do point by elimination. Action, wrong. Principle, I don't know. Resources, I don't think so. Condition, no. Condition is while loop. So principle is the correct one. Yes, I'm correct. Uh, Number 17. A cloud practitioner needs a tool that can assist with viewing and managing AWS cost and usage over time. Uh, Cost Explorer. Yes, I'm correct. I was so wrong. This is the questions I always get me. Cost Explorer, AWS budget, and AWS cost management tool. These questions get me. I don't know why. I don't know. They always get me. They always get me wrong. I thought I was gonna get it wrong because I'm having this thing. I'm going. I'm getting everything right, which is cool. A company plan to deploy a relational database to AWS. The IT department will perform database administration. Which service should the company use to perform relational database administration? These three are definitely wrong, right? Is this one, which is correct. Um, I'm sorry if the answer is like straight up in the front of you, but I can study with having the answer there because I know that I don't know, I work like that. I know that I have the answer, I have the question. I'm just trying to get myself better. It's like having ChatGPT and having an assignment that ChatGPT can definitely do. But instead of you using ChatGPT, you do the assignment first and then you go to ChatGPT and tell the ChatGPT, let me do this, and then it's, oh yeah, this looks really nice, and correct your mistakes, so you learned and you also got 100. Win-win, That's how I learn sometimes, I I don't use ChatGPT for my assignments anymore because I got in trouble in school. I never used ChatGPT for my assignment, but for some reason they told me that I got in trouble. I don't know. This is cool shit. This is cool stuff, but it's fine. It helps. I didn't help me to be able to do a lot of projects. I have a lot of projects in my GitHub, and I've been doing a lot out of school right now and going back to school in the fall, and which is gonna help me. I mean, it helped me a lot, so I could do a lot of project. That was good. So I don't know which question we are again. I forgot. Okay, I think we're number 19. Oh, wait, we're not answer number 19. Yeah. A company is planning to move a number of legacy. I'm sorry, my first video is really bad, but I'm learning how to create videos. I'm gonna take a course on video editing and video stuff so that I can perform better on my video because I noticed that I don't really get views and that's not good. I want people to learn AWS. I want people to learn coding because it's fun. It's just nice. I think we're gonna do 30 questions. I don't know, and then we call it a day. Number 19, a company is planning to move a number of legacy applications to the AWS cloud. The solution must be cost effective. Which approach should the company take for legacy application? The solution must be cost effective. Um, we use the application to use Amazon EC2 instances that are right sized. Use AWS Lambda host, no. S3 static, no, sir, no. So it's number two, which is correct. Number 20, a company must provide access to AWS resources for their employee. With, with which security practice should they follow for providing access to AWS resources? Create IAM roles and apply them to IAM groups. I would say, which security practice should they use to provide AWS resources to employee? Enable multi-factoring. That's correct. Create IAM policy based on least privilege principle. That's correct. Disable password policy and management console access. No. Create IAM user in different AWS regions. No, that's not correct. So it's one and two. Yeah, one and two. Number 21. An Amazon virtual private cloud can include multiple VPCs. VPCs are only in availability zone. I remember. Yes, I'm correct. I was got it wrong because I was thinking region, right? Because region made more sense in my head. Internet gateway not correct. Edge location not correct, but AWS region made more sense in my head for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, VPC cannot run in multiple regions. Yeah, that's true. So, question 22: a cloud practitioner anticipates to increase an application traffic at the future date and time when a sale event will take place. How can a cloud practitioner con- configure Amazon EC2 to scaling to ensure the right number of Amazon EC2 instances are available ahead? I'll say they should create Amazon scaling group, but they want a traffic of for a date, future date. So schedule, they have to schedule it. Yes, I'm correct because schedule. Yeah, you have to schedule anything future schedule. So out this step scaling policy, I don't think that one there's anything that has that's called step scaling policy. Target tracking, I don't know about that one. Predictive makes sense to me too, but it's not it because it's not. You have to schedule for future things. You have like it's just like you're scheduling an event in your calendar. Literally, that's how it is. I just put regular things that I do day to day, and I just put it on the shit on the on it, and a company is deploying an application on Amazon Institute that requires low latency access to application components in an on-premise data center, which AWS service or resources can the company use to extend their existing VPC on the on-premise to application EC2 requires low latency access to the application, data center, resources can they use to extend existing VPC on premise. Um, Outpost, is it? Yes. Wow. I got 20 question correct. 20 questions? I don't 23. Which type of credential should a cloud practitioner use for programmatic access? Access key. Yes. I was thinking SSH because a lot of people use SSH too. Like but for public, I'm done. Sometimes I'm yeah. Let's keep going. 25. A company is designing a new service that must align with the operational excellence pillar of the AWS Web Architect framework. Which design principle should the company follow for aligning the operational excellence? Well, architect anticipate failure. That's definitely correct. Make a large scale changes, perform operation as a code. Yes, 1 and 3, I think is it. Yes. Oh my god, I thought I was gonna break my 26. A website has a global customer base and users have reported poor performance when connecting to the site, which AWS will improve customer experience by reducing latency, poor performance, connecting to site, CloudFront. I've seen this question before. I've gotten this question a lot of time wrong. I'm like, why would connecting to site be CloudFront? Why not Direct Connect? But then I read that Direct Connect is private. So, and CloudFront is public. That's the way I only got it. I used to get these questions really wrong every time I do some test, like practice test, but I got it. I figured it out. you know. What is one method of protecting against distribution of denial of service? Um, use Amazon Cloud Watch monitoring. Configure a firewall in front of the resources. Yes, that's the only one that really makes sense here. Too. This question is easy. They need more good question. They need more good options. 28. How much data can a company hold? Unlimited. S3 unlimited. A company is deploying a new workload. I didn't even. Yeah, it's correct. Unlimited. A company is deploying a new workload and software license requirement. Detect that the workload must be run on a specific physical service, which Amazon EC2 deployment option should be used for a company deploying a workload on a software license required dedicated workload. Uh, Software. Oh, I missed it. It's three. Dedicated host, it makes sense because you are deploying a new workload. So, 12. Yeah, I missed that one. This is the first question I missed. I broke it. I broke my. Oh, no, I broke my excellency. Excellency, I broke it. Oh, God. I mean, I tried. I tried. At least I got 28 right without. Wow. Why did I get this wrong? Dedicated host is incorrect. Dedicated instance is not given a specific physical service. Oh, wizard. That's why we. Sorry, I'm so sorry I got that wrong. Which of the following are valid benefit of using the AWS cloud? Uh, of using the AWS cloud, total control over data center infrastructure. Wait, uh, outsource all operational risk. That's wrong. I think total control over data center infrastructure, fast provisioning of IT resources, ability to go global and quickly. That's correct. Number four, uh, fast provisioning of IT resources, total control over data center infrastructure, outsource all application deployment. One and I know four is correct. This question got me. Why is it getting me now? Fast provision of IT resources. That looks right. Because fast valid benefits like it's fast and it's reliable. It's quick. Just like the three and four. Yes, I got it. Which task requires the use of AWS account root user? Requires which user? Root user requires is um support plan. I think is the one. Support plan and changing account name. Yeah, you need the change account name and support plan because you cannot change support plans without the three and four is the one which is correct. You can you can encrypt any code in any source as far as the person has the the right option in the AWS account, but yeah, you can do that. You can changing payment to currency. You can do that in any account. If not any account, as far as you have the license, they give you the poly, they give you the privilege, and support. This one is wrong. You cannot do that. You can't do that in. You can't do that with any account. You can only do that in AWS root user and then account name. You cannot do that except in this thing in the root user. Which AWS service can the company use to discover and protect sensitive data that is stored in Amazon S3 bucket? Mm, guard watch, guard duty. Oh, sorry, I missed it. Mazes, sensitive data that stores in Amazon. So can't you use guard duty? Oh, guard duty is only to protect it, but protecting is the same thing, no? Ah, okay, you got me. It's Amazon messes. I made a mistake. I got this one too wrong. 33. Which benefit can a company gain by deploying a relational database to Amazon RDS instead of Amazon EC2? Benefits of company deploying a relational database on Amazon RDS instead of Amazon EC2. Automated backups, which that makes sense. Schema management, indexing of tables, software patching, root access to OS. I would say automated backup and and software patching. You can software patch. Yes, you can software patch. Schema management, that almost got me because I know you can do schema in database. I didn't think that through, but then I was like, oh wait, management don't make any sense. Schema, yes, it's obviously, but yeah. Well, I'm gonna end with this question. This is my last question, and then we call it a day. A company is planning to deploy an application with a relational database on AWS. The application layer requires access to the database instance operational system in order to run scripts. A company is planning to deploy application relational database on AWS. They have good layers, require access to database instances, operation, blah blah blah. I would say it's tries to keep management overhead to the minimum. EC2, that's correct. Thank you for watching this video. I'm gonna work more on my videos. These are my first videos. I'm gonna be doing a lot of computer stuff, coding, different things. I got time now, and I've tried to be able to time manage myself, which makes it really easier for me nowadays. I mean, me being out of school, I learned a lot and how to time manage and how to see that, oh, life is not all about just learning and not be able to produce. Like, the school just teaches you how to be like, just cooperative and just every time just want to pass and that's it. Like, you don't want to learn any, like, I don't know. I hate school. I don't learn anything in school, but I just go there because you get more friends, certificate, and all that. Yeah. Thank you for watching the video and bye.